The aliens laughed at humans again. Ambassador Ju Park tried to stay calm as he walked through the big alien meeting place. The insect-like aliens whispered and clicked when they saw him. "Look, humans again," one alien said to another. "How cute that they keep trying." Ju's face stayed calm, but inside he felt angry. 3 years had passed since Earth met aliens, and things were getting worse. The Galactic Confederation had 27 different alien groups. All of them had traveled in space for hundreds of years. They saw humans as simple and not important. Admiral Daehyun Kim stood next to Ju. He was the leader of Earth's space defense. His back was straight, and his face showed no emotion. "I won't let them talk down to us again," Daehyun said quietly. "We need to be patient," Ju reminded him. "We need their help for our Mars base." They waited for a long time. Finally, their meeting host arrived. Director Moulds was a strange blob-like alien who moved like thick water. The alien's body had no solid shape. "My Earth friends, welcome." Moulds's voice sounded fake-friendly. "Do you need more time for your safety rules? Or maybe help with your slow spaceships?" Ju took a deep breath. Every meeting was the same. The aliens treated human concerns as small problems. They called human requests too early. They questioned everything humans discovered or learned. During the meeting, Ju mentioned some strange energy readings near Saturn. When he showed the data, Director Moulds' body shook in a way that meant laughter. "Your tools must be broken," Moulds said. "There's nothing important out by Saturn." The meeting ended badly. Humans got nothing they asked for. The aliens promised to think about helping later. On the trip back to Earth, Admiral Daehyun stood alone in his room. His face showed he had made an important decision. He took out a special communication device that no alien could track. He pressed his thumb on the screen, and it lit up with a secure connection. "This is Admiral Kim," he said in a firm voice. "Start Protocol Olympus. I repeat, Protocol Olympus is now active." The people listening on the other end didn't ask questions. They simply said, "Understood, Admiral. Protocol Olympus is now active." Daehyun put the device away and looked out the window at the stars. For 20 years, humans had prepared in secret. While the aliens watched Earth and laughed, humans had built something that would change everything. "Let them mock us now," he whispered to himself. "Soon they'll understand." Back on Earth, deep underground, computers began working. Secret messages went out to hidden bases across the solar system. In the rings of Saturn, where the aliens said nothing existed, lights began to turn on inside an asteroid that was not really an asteroid. The humans had fooled everyone. And now, after years of planning and building in secret, it was time to show the galaxy what humans could really do. 20 years before the aliens officially met humans, Dr. Eunjin Cho sat alone in her small lab. It was 3 in the morning when her computer made a strange sound. She had been looking for radio signals from space, hoping to find alien life. "That's not a natural pattern," she whispered, looking at the screen. The signal repeated exactly the same way over and over. Something intelligent had made it. Eunjin called her boss right away. Within days, government agents came to her lab. Within weeks, world leaders met in secret. "We are being watched," the President of the United States told the other world leaders. "We need to prepare, but we must do it in secret." For the first time ever, all countries on Earth worked together on one big project. They called it Project Olympus. They chose Saturn's rings as the perfect hiding place. The rings had thousands of ice chunks and rocks. No one would notice if one big asteroid was actually hollow inside. Taehyun Choi was one of the first engineers picked for the project. A government agent came to his apartment one night. "We need your skills," the agent said, "but no one can know where you're going." "What about my family?" Taehyun asked. "They will be told you died in an accident," the agent explained. "But really, you'll be building humanity's greatest project." Taehyun thought about it for only a minute before he agreed. Like him, Thousands of Earth's smartest people made the same choice. Doctors, engineers, soldiers, farmers, teachers, they all died in fake accidents. Then they went to work inside the asteroid. Year after year, they dug deeper into the rock. They built living spaces, farms, factories, and labs. They created a small city inside the asteroid. They called it Olympus Station. 50,000 people lived there in secret. They had children who were born in space and never saw Earth. Commander Minja Kang walked through the station, checking the defense systems. She had been an astrophysicist on Earth. Now she led the station's protection team. For 15 years, she had worked on special weapons. The aliens all think the same way, she told her team during training. Each alien species follows its own science rules, but they don't mix ideas like we do. Humans connect different ideas. We think around corners. That will surprise them. The aliens never found Olympus Station. Humans used special shields that bent light and absorbed radar. The station looked like just another boring rock in Saturn's rings. Inside the main control room, Minju watched screens showing Ambassador Zhu and Admiral Dahyun being mocked by the aliens. Her team felt angry seeing how the aliens treated humans. Then, a message from Admiral Dahyun appeared on their main screen. Protocol Olympus is now active. The room went quiet. Then people began moving quickly to their stations. This was the moment they had prepared for all these years. Minjae stood tall and straightened her uniform. She looked at her team and spoke clearly. Start the emergence protocols. Olympus Station is going public. Across the station, alarms sounded. People rushed to their positions. Giant engines, hidden for 20 years, began to warm up. In the ship bays, pilots ran to their advanced spacecraft. The time for hiding was over. Humanity's secret weapon was about to show itself to the galaxy. The red alarm lights flashed across Mars colony. People ran to safety bunkers as the first bombs hit. No one had expected an attack. What's happening? Asked a scared colonist. Colony Director Junho Lee looked at his screen. Alien ships. They're attacking us. The aliens called themselves the Purifiers. They were a small group that broke away from the Galactic Confederation. They believed humans should stay on Earth only. Seeing humans on Mars made them angry. Humans are spreading like a disease, the Purifier leader told his soldiers. We must stop them now. The Mars colony had 40,000 people. Most were families who came to build a new life. They had farms under glass domes and small factories. They had schools and hospitals, but they had very few weapons. The emergency call went out to Earth and to the Alien Confederation headquarters. On Earth, Emergency Coordinator Gina Lee called an urgent meeting. The alien representative joined by video call. Our Mars colony is under attack. We need help, Gina said. The alien, with big bug-like eyes, seemed bored. We can send ships to look at the situation in about 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Gina hit the table with her fist. 40,000 civilians are being attacked right now. The alien blinked slowly. Perhaps you should have built better defenses before trying to live on Mars. Gina looked at the other humans in the room. They all knew Mars colony couldn't last 3 weeks, maybe not even 3 days. At that moment, Admiral Dahyun made his decision. Get me a secure line to Olympus Station, he ordered. Far away near Saturn, Olympus Station received the message. Commander Minjae gave the order everyone had trained for. Start the engines. Open the ship bays. We are going to Mars. The giant engines on Olympus Station fired up. The fake asteroid covering fell away in pieces. For the first time in 20 years, the true Olympus Station was visible. A massive 5-kilometer space city built by humans in secret. Hundreds of hangar doors opened along its sides. Ships flew out, forming attack groups. These ships were nothing like the small, slow ships humans had shown to the aliens before. Captain Hyunwoo Ryu sat in the command chair of the lead ship, the Thunderbolt. All ships report ready, his officer said. Then let's save Mars, Hyunwoo replied. The ships jumped to light speed using technology the aliens thought humans didn't have. The trip to Mars took hours instead of months. When they arrived, the scene was bad. 3 large purifier ships were shooting at the Mars domes. Parts of the colony were already on fire. The colonists were sending desperate messages. "This is Captain Ryu of Earth Defense Force. Hyanwu broadcast to the alien ships. Stop your attack immediately." The purifier ships turned toward the human fleet. They fired their weapons at the Thunderbolt. But nothing happened. The shots hit a shield that absorbed all the energy. "Impossible," the purifier commander said. "Their ships should be destroyed." "Show them what we can really do," Captain Hyanwu ordered. The Thunderbolt fired a single shot. The energy beam cut through the purifier ship's shields like they weren't there. The alien ship's engines died. The other purifier ships attacked harder, but more human ships arrived. The battle was quick. The human ships moved in ways the aliens had never seen. Their weapons worked in ways alien science said was impossible. In just 1 hour, the purifier ships were either captured or destroyed. From a safe distance, Confederation observation ships watched in shock. They had come to see humans lose another colony. Instead, they saw human ships defeat enemies that would have troubled even the Confederation's best warships. "What have the humans been hiding?" an alien observer asked. No one had an answer. The big room was filled with angry aliens. Some had tentacles, others had wings, and some didn't look like anything humans had seen before. High Counselor Drixel, the leader of the Galactic Confederation, moved his 8 tentacles in angry motions. "Explain yourselves immediately," Drixel demanded. His voice boomed through the room. "You hid an entire space city. You built advanced ships in secret." Admiral Dayan stood in front of the alien leaders. He wasn't scared. He wasn't nervous. He looked calm and confident. "For 20 years, you watched our planet," Admiral Dayan said. "You judged us as too simple and primitive. You wouldn't let us join your science teams or defense groups. Did you think we wouldn't notice your spy satellites? Did you think we would just sit and wait for you to accept us?" The aliens looked at each other. Some made angry noises. Others looked worried. "You lied to us," said a tall, thin alien with blue skin. "No," Admiral Dayan replied. "We just didn't tell you everything. The same way you didn't tell us everything." Professor Sung Ho-yoon stepped forward. He was the lead scientist from Olympus Station. He touched a small device on his wrist, and suddenly the room filled with 3D images showing Olympus Station. "While you refused to answer our questions, we found our own answers," Sung-ho said. The 3D tour showed the aliens everything. They saw farms growing food inside the space station. They saw power systems that made energy in new ways. They saw factories that built things the aliens thought were impossible. "This can't be real," said an insect-like alien scientist. "I assure you, it is," Sung-ho replied. "We can arrange visits if you wish to see it with your own eyes, or sensing organs." The alien leaders whispered to each other. Some looked angry. Some looked impressed. All looked surprised. Admiral Dayan touched another button. New 3D images appeared, showing other space stations hidden in different places in the solar system. "Olympus is just one of several such stations," he said. "Humans have always prepared for the worst while hoping for the best." A 6-armed alien scientist studied the details of the human ships. She looked at the engine designs and weapon systems with all 4 of her eyes wide open. "This propulsion system, it combines ideas from 3 different science paths," she said. "According to our understanding, this shouldn't work at all." Professor Sung-ho smiled. "Yet it does work. Humans are good at connecting ideas that others miss." The 6-armed scientist looked at her fellow aliens. They mixed magnetic field theory with quantum tunneling and gravity manipulation. No single species in the Confederation has done this before. The meeting lasted many hours. The aliens asked hundreds of questions. Slowly, their attitude changed. The mockery was gone. The dismissal was gone. Now they looked at the humans with new eyes. At the end of the summit, High Counselor Zrixel's tentacles were calm. He stood tall and addressed the humans directly. "It seems the Confederation has underestimated humanity's potential," he admitted. "This was a significant error on our part." Admiral Dahian nodded. "Yes, it was." "What do humans want now?" Zrixel asked. "Revenge for our treatment." "No," Admiral Dahian said. "We want what we always wanted, to be treated as equals, to learn from you, and for you to learn from us." As the meeting ended, aliens who had laughed at humans just days before now looked at them with new respect, and maybe a little fear. What humans had done in secret had changed everything. The galaxy would never be the same. The new Earth Embassy shone under the three suns of the Confederation capital world. Just 1 year had passed since humans revealed Olympus Station, but everything had changed. Ambassador Juwu Park walked through the main hall of the embassy. Aliens of different shapes and sizes moved respectfully out of his way. No one laughed at humans anymore. "High Representative Park, your meeting starts in 5 minutes, his assistant said. Juwu nodded. He still found his new title strange. High Representative was a rank only given to the most respected members of the Confederation. In the large meeting room, alien leaders waited. Some floated in the air. Some sat in special chairs made for their bodies. All watched Juwu with respect as he entered. "The human-led research team has made another breakthrough," Juwu told them. "The new medical tool can heal injuries for all known species." The aliens looked impressed. Working together with humans had brought more progress in 1 year than they had seen in 20 years before. Back in the solar system, Olympus Station had changed too. The once secret base was now the busiest place in human space. Ships from many alien worlds came and went all day. In one lab, Dr. Jai Kwan worked side by side with Vort, a blue-skinned alien scientist with 4 arms. "The way humans solve problems is different," Vort said as they tested a new device. "Your minds jump from one idea to another in ways we don't." Jai smiled. "We make connections that might seem strange at first. It would take my people centuries to think the way you do," Vort admitted. "Working together, we can do amazing things." On Mars, the colony that was once attacked had been rebuilt bigger and better. New domes with alien plants inside stood next to human farms. The colony hosted the first big cultural event between species. Inside the main dome, alien visitors tried human food, listened to human music, and looked at human art. Humans learned alien songs and games. "I never thought I'd see a day like this," said Chunho, the Mars colony director, watching alien children play with human children. On Olympus Station's main deck, Admiral Dahyun stood looking out the big window. His hair had more gray now, and he was thinking about retirement. The view outside showed ships from many worlds docking at the station. Commander Minju walked up beside him. "Quite a view, isn't it?" she asked. "Yes," Dahyun agreed. "Hard to believe it's only been a year." "Did you ever think we would end up here when we started Project Olympus?" Minju asked. Dahyun thought about it. "I just hoped we would survive if things went badly," he admitted. "This is much better than survival." Below them, in the central open area of the station, children played. Human children born on Olympus ran alongside the children of alien diplomats and scientists. Their different voices and laughs filled the air. The station that had once been humanity's biggest secret was now the place where humans and aliens came together. It was a bridge between different worlds. One small alien child fell while playing. A human girl helped her up. The alien child made a happy singing sound that meant thank you in her language. The human girl smiled. Dahyun watched this simple moment and felt proud. Humans were no longer mocked or treated as less important. They had earned something better than just respect. They were now seen as special members of the galactic family, partners who brought new ideas that made life better for everyone. The future looked bright for Earth and all its people as they took their place among the stars. The end.